Welcome, students, to RS Gurukul Educational Academy. This is it, your final high-speed revision for the SSC Science board exam. We're here to make sure you walk into that exam hall feeling confident and walk out with the maximum possible marks.
Okay, I need your full attention. Forget everything else for now. This session is laser-focused on the most critical, high-scoring concepts, the things that are almost guaranteed to show up. So, pencils down, eyes right here. Let's get started.
All right, we are jumping right in with our physics sprint. And we're starting with a chapter that, well, it carries a lot of weight in the exam, gravitation.
First up, Newton's universal law. You are absolutely going to see this. The formula is F equals G times M1 times M2, all divided by R squared. Remember, F is your force, G is the constant, the M's are your masses, and R is the distance. The key thing to remember, that R squared at the bottom. It means the force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. Don't forget that part.
Here's a number I want you to burn into your brain. The acceleration due to gravity on Earth, r little g, is 9.8 meters per second squared. For every single numerical problem involving gravity, this is your magic number. So commit it to memory right now, 9.8.
And here is a classic one-mark question. What is Earth's escape velocity? It's just the minimum speed an object needs to completely break free from Earth's gravity. And the answer is 11.2 kilometers per second. Just lock that fact away. It's an easy point.
Okay, let's keep the pace up. Moving on to our next physics sprint. We are tackling two absolute powerhouse topics, electricity and heat.
Next up, Ohm's law. You cannot solve circuit problems without this. It is the absolute foundation. And the formula is simple but so powerful. Voltage equals current times resistance. V equals I times R. You have to know this, no excuses.
Now, for Joule's law of heating, the formula is H equals I squared RT. Now listen to me very, very carefully. The most common mistake students make is forgetting that little 2. It is current squared. I'm going to say it again, I squared. That simple mistake can cost you all the marks, so don't let that be you.
The board loves to ask for practical, real-world applications of Joule's law. So here are 3 perfect examples to have ready: the electric heater, the electric iron, and the safety fuse in our plugs. Any of these are perfect answers.
This right here is a favorite give-reason question. Why do fish survive in frozen lakes? It's all because of the anomalous behavior of water. You see, water is at its most dense, its heaviest, at 4 degrees Celsius. This means the ice, which is less dense, forms on top, insulating the warmer water below so the aquatic life can survive. It's a really important concept.
All right, we'll wrap up this physics section with Snell's law. This is your go-to for any question about light bending as it passes through glass or water. The formula for the refractive index, N, is simply sine of I divided by sine of R. That's the angle of incidence over the angle of refraction. Every refraction problem starts right here.
Okay, physics sprint is done. Time to switch gears. Let's do a deep dive into chemistry, and where else would we start but with the ultimate roadmap for every element, the periodic table.
Let's get the core facts straight, quick-fire style. The modern periodic table is based on atomic number, not atomic mass. It has 7 horizontal rows, which we call periods, and 18 vertical columns, which we call groups. Altogether, it houses 118 elements. These are the fundamental stats you just have to know.
Everybody focus on this slide. This is a gold mine for marks. Questions on periodic trends are almost guaranteed. Just remember 2 simple rules. As you go across a period from left to right, the atomic size gets smaller, but electronegativity increases. As you go down a group top to bottom, the opposite happens. Atomic size gets bigger and electronegativity decreases. Just memorize that pattern. Okay, let's move from the structure of the elements to what they actually do. We're talking about the heart of chemistry now. Chemical reactions. There are 4 main types that you absolutely have to be able to identify.
You're going to be asked to either identify a reaction type or give an example, so just memorize one for each. Think of it like this. Combination is when 2 things join to become one. Decomposition is when one thing breaks apart. Displacement is when a stronger element kicks a weaker one out. And double displacement is when they just swap partners.
So how do you know if a displacement reaction will even happen? Well, that's what the reactivity series is for. Potassium is the king at the top, gold is at the very bottom.
A more reactive metal can always displace a less reactive one. Learn this series, and you can predict the outcome of any displacement reaction.
We are on the home stretch now. Let's do a final, super fast sprint through carbon compounds, a little bit on space, and then finish up with the all-important diagrams.
When you see the term covalent bonding, I want one word to pop into your head. That word is sharing. An ionic bond is about transferring electrons, but a covalent bond is all about sharing them. That is the key word that will get you the marks for this definition.
Okay, let's talk about an easy way to score full marks. Diagrams. A neat, well-labeled diagram is a gift to the examiner. Here are the 5 you must practice until you can draw them perfectly. The convex lens ray diagrams, the human eye, a simple electric circuit, satellite orbits, and a basic outline of the periodic table. These are easy marks if you're prepared.
All right, we have covered what you need to revise. Now let's talk about how to approach the exam itself. Let's talk about your game plan.
Picture this. You are standing outside the exam hall. You have those last 15 minutes before the bell rings. What do? Do you panic? Do you frantically try to learn a new topic? No. You follow a strategy.
Here it is, the RS Gurukul 15-minute strategy. In your mind, quickly run through the formulas. V equals IR, F equals MA. Mentally recite a key chemical equation. Quickly review the important definitions. And visualize those key diagrams. But most importantly, step 5. Do not try to learn anything new. This is not about cramming, it's about building confidence by reinforcing what you already know.
You have put in the effort, day in and day out. Now is the time for all that hard work to pay off. On behalf of everyone here at RS Gurukul Educational Academy, we wish you the absolute very best. Go in there, stay calm, and show them what you know. Good luck.